This Saturday of college football rolls on with a mid-afternoon feast. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the UCF Knights and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Knights headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept.
Got a little grass. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Catch in the middle, it's McGarry. Strong, firm tackle. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Keeps it on the option. Hard running there. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. And play stopped for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. And is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Makes the grab on the left. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pushes ahead. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The Knights offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. You want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that.
There's some room. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Knights can really attack on this second and short. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Knights have this offense rolling. They'll run out of the gun with Watson. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. Pulls it in, it's Watson. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically.
Maybe a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to snags it, and he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Makes the grab. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Quickly to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Sanford. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Hauls it in. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
To the air, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. Quarterback gets the first down and more.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Working that left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Chambers. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Timeout Houston, their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Houston sideline. One of the storylines that I am keeping track of right now is how is the running back performing? Coming off that loss last week, he really got banged up. And guys, I think it could impact his ball security, how he's cutting and moving on the field. I've got my eyes all over this, and I will keep you posted how this game progresses. Guys?
We'll see how they react.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
The Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, UCF! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline. Houston wants to play fast. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Young. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 9 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Commodores able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's go down to the sidelines now where Holly Rowe has an update on that injury.
I caught up with the UCF head coach at the half. Their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
The run inside. It's Chambers. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wade. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Chambers.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Wegman. The short hands, it's Butler. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Houston going up tempo. They want to throw it. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Houston will be forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Man, you could tell the QB found a matchup he liked, and that was the tight end running that 7 route or that corner route, trying to make a play, trying to give him the...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it's no good. He missed it. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. After the run, now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Sellers. Ripping through the defense. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Finding some room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Rushes on him. Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Houston wants to play fast. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the misconnection on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got him, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Knights! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sellers. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The sure hands, it's Thomas. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep slinging it. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Chambers. Quick step and go. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, UCF! He got a step and just dusted the field. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail me coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Quickly complete. The Cougars will use their first time out here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Finds his man. It's Walker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He will not pick up the first down, the desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit, where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly